Hi, this is Llewellyn, and today on Teaching Kids Programming we're going to look at how to translate a sub-recipe into a method in Java. So this first comes up in the houses recipe, and we can see recipe for draw a house. And this is number 9, but we also see it on lines 12 and on lines 23. And the technique for this is rather straightforward. What you're going to do is you're going to select everything from the start to the end, comments and all. And once you do that, right click, go to refactor, and say extract method. When this comes up, it's going to ask for a name. You're going to take the name that is the name of the sub recipe. So in this case, draw house. And that does all of it. But it's doing a lot of complicated things, so I just want to point them out. First, notice recipe for draw house. This maps to private static void draw house. And then it's passed the parameters int height. Now, Eclipse is doing all of this for you, but it's still worth knowing what it means. Private means that this is something that is only used by the class itself, so houses. Static means you don't need an instance. That's more complex. We'll talk to you about it later. Void means that this method doesn't return anything. In other words, unlike house equals 40, this just draws the house. It doesn't give you back some sort of result. Draw house is the name of the method. And then int height says to call this method, you need to pass in the height. And then that curly brace starts it. At the very, very end, there's a curly brace that ends it. To make sure that this actually executes, it's called on line 13, where you'll notice it both has the parentheses and the parameter for height. Now we've translated this, so we can delete it. We've translated the end, so we can delete it. And we've translated 12, so we can delete it. You'll notice that the comment has been moved into the method. That's because we haven't finished translating it yet, and it's the appropriate place for it to show up. Well, that's all there is. Whenever you want to translate a sub-recipe into a method, simply extract method in the refactoring section. Happy programming. And if you want to see more about TKP, click the link on the left. And if you want to see some of the other translations, click the playlist on the right.